Hi everyone. Today we will be reviewing the Citizen watch. It's from Attesa range. It's a model that is not sold elsewhere apart from Japan. And this is actually also made in Japan. Not just the movement, but also the manufacturing and assembly of the watch. So let's just open the box and let's get on with it. The watch came into this in this plastic box, unlike the other watch that you buy nowadays. They come in normal paper cardboard, but now this watch seems to be in a more solid case, which is kind of nice. Not the same as when you buy a expensive luxury switch watches that comes in a much nicer box, but to me this is a different level in terms of the normal cardboard boxes. So well done, Citizen, for giving us a better box. The papers that comes in with the watch, unfortunately, all of it are just written in English. Oh, sorry, not in English, but Japanese. And there are no English translations whatsoever. So that's the only word I can understand with the watch, and plus the website there. And everything else is in Japanese, so I'll have to figure out on how to set this watch myself later. Wow, that's the watch itself. I'm surprised because the photos on the web shows the dial to be more of a lighter or a pale blue color, but as you can see there, I hope you can see it from your screen well, that the dial itself is like a navy blue, metallic navy blue color. And the crystal dial, the crystal it's so clear. Can't believe how clear it is. It doesn't look like there is a glass on top of the hands there. And the crystal itself made up of sapphire. So that is a very well done sapphire glass. It really is very clear, and I'm impressed. Um, the reason why I bought this watch in the first place is because it ticks up all the boxes that I'm looking for in a watch. I am a beginner, I would say, an amateur watch collector. I've only got less than 10 in my collection, and so far this particular watch has all the features on a watch that I'm looking for. One, the sapphire glass, which I already mentioned, and how clear it is. Two, the bezel, the case, and the bracelet are all made out of titanium. Not just ordinary titanium, as you can see or notice. If you didn't even had a chance to look at the spec of this, anyone could be mistaken and say that this is made out of stainless steel, because the color of this titanium is like a stainless steel. It's nowhere near like a titanium watch. I've got an older titanium watch, and it certainly looks a lot darker than this color here. I know titanium change in color as time goes by, but this particular watch comes in with Duratec coating on the titanium, so I think it might hold its appearance, and it might also gives extra protection in terms of scratches, but only time will tell on how durable that Duratec coating is. So I'll probably need to review this again in a year's time and show you the wear and tear after a year. The other thing I've noticed is this one here, this part of the case here. Normally watches, this one is removable, so you can, some people like to put their own special leather bracelet or something, but this one I don't think you can do it, because as you see there, Look at the shape, and that is solidly integrated to the body of the watch. I don't think that is something that anyone would easily like to mess in replace. I wouldn't replace it anyway because I think the bracelet of this watch goes in perfectly, seamless together with the body of the watch. I wouldn't change a single thing on this bracelet and on the structure of this watch. Um, Apart from that, I've also noticed that something different from actual photo, from this actual watch and the photo, is this color on the knob here. From the photo, I saw that this was red, but in actual, as you can see, that is actually orange and same color as the second hand, which is also in orange. So I think that is nice compared to a red color, as they go in uniform color together with the second hand. As you can see from the bezel, you can see some acronyms or short names for cities. This watch has got a world timer functionality, so it would give you the time into various city, as you can see from the edge of these bezels of the bezel, I mean. And the second hand, oh, not the second hand, but the minute and the hour hands, you can see there, it's got built-in looms, and also the upper indexes there. You see that the metal indices there is made out of silver metal, and on top of it there are white looms on top of them. So tell you what, I'll dim the light for a few seconds and let's see how good the loom on this watch is. So that's the watch there. You can see some looms, but I wouldn't say they are as good as the other watches I've seen in the past, wherein the whole of the indexes were painted in looms. You can still see some of the lumens, but because of their small sizes, it's not as clear or as visible as the as you might see from like a Pro Master or a Submariner kind of watches type. So let me just switch back the lights on again. So where were we? All right. So you've got chronograph functionality on this watch, as you can see. You can use this for stopwatch features. I'm not gonna dwell more on that chronograph functionality. I'm sure a lot of you watch fans know what the chronograph is. So oh, before I forget, let me tell you the dimension and the depth of this watch. So that is the depth. First of all, it's a 10.8 millimeter thickness or depth, which I find very spot on. Anything to me, for me, anything that is over 13 or over 15 is too thick for my taste, and anything of less than 10 is, for me, is too thin. Sorry, not 10, but maybe anything less than 7 is too thin. So this is the kind of watch that I like to have on my wrist, somewhere that is bang in the middle. The width of the watch is 42 mil, which is also good for the average size of wrist. If you are like a bodybuilder with a massive wrist, maybe the 42 mil is gonna be too small for you. But I would say this 42 millimeter is good for the general public, but might be too thick as well. I mean, too big for if you've got a childlike kind of wrist. So if you're on the average kind of size of wrist, This size is spot on. Okay, and I think that's it. Oh, did I mention that this has got perpetual calendar as well? So you once you set it, one way to set it is just pull this one back. I don't want to set it now because I already set it to the right time, but initially what I did was pull this center knob out and then set this orange second hand into which city where you're from. And then once you do that, it will set itself. It will rotate counterclockwise and set itself right. Because it's got radio control, it will detect what is the correct time where you're from. And which it depends on which city you put the second hand to. So it's radio control and also solar power. So bear in mind that because this is solar power, you need to regularly expose them to daylight, and lamps when they're not in use. Just a couple of times a week maybe would do. And it's also got a functionality of knowing how much power it still has. So that will give you an indication whether you need to recharge it sooner or later. Yeah, I guess those are the main functionality of the watch. I hope my short review have given you already the insights on whether what would you like to know more about the watch. So if there are any other features that you think I might have missed, or any questions that you may have, just a comment on my video, and then I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next watch review. Bye bye now.